Okay, we ready? Last lecture. It's a sad day. Sad day until you realize that the last lecture means you're either graduating or it's the beginning of summer. It's a wonderful thing. Yeah, final schminal. All right, some details and then some fun, all right? Because who wants to learn anything on the last day of lectures? You do, right? The final exam. Thursday, May 15th, birthday of one of my very best friends, so this is good luck. It's going to be 3 hours long. Cumulative. Anybody here not know what cumulative means? I got that question a couple of times before. This means this covers everything from lecture 1 to last lecture. But Max, that's terrifying. Well, I know. But there's a point to it. The exam will take place in 2040 Valley Life Sciences Building. Everybody know where that is? Yeah, you do? All right. So nobody's going to tell me I couldn't find the final exam location, because if you tell me that, I'm not going to have any pity, right? I have a couple of overflow rooms in case it gets crowded and hot in here, so we can spread out a little bit. But you come to 2040 Valley Life Sciences Building on Thursday, March 15th between 8 and 11, unless you've sent me an email saying you absolutely cannot take a thing, and I have acknowledged receipt of that email and given you a location in a secret place and a secret time before then. All right? So that's the final. Well, what's going to be on the final? Is it just random stuff? No. All right? We're going to deal with the first midterm material, with the second midterm material, and the material since midterm 2. And I'm going to stick to exactly this breakdown. All right? So the first midterm material is going to have 3 true or false questions, 2 short answer questions. All right? So 3 true or false, 2 short answer. What are those? Look at the exams we've taken so far. Same thing, right? Then second midterm material is also going to have 3 true or false, 2 short answers, and 1 long answer. All right? So that's the breakdown. Why do I do it this way? Because chances are that you remember the midterm 2 material a little bit better than the midterm 1 material. So I'm trying to be nice here. All right? Material since midterm 2 is going to have, this is essentially market failures, right? It's going to have 9 true or false questions, 2 short answer questions, and 2 long answer questions. So the majority of the material deals with midterm 2 and after, with the stuff since midterm 2. How many questions are going to be on the exam? Can you figure it out? So 3 plus 3 plus 9, 15 true or false. 2 plus 2 plus 2, 6 short answers. And 1 plus 2 is 3 long answers. So it's 1.5 times as long as a midterm, but you get more than twice the amount of time, right? For you? 180? Yeah, more than twice the amount of time, right? So you get 180 minutes for a midterm, you only get 80. So you have a lot more time, which is nice. Take that opportunity to sort of halfway through, take a break, open a bottle of water, smell it, stare at the ceiling, take some deep breaths, meditate. Whatever gets you back into that space where you feel calm and don't make any stupid mistakes, that's what you want to take that extra time for, all right? That's that. I lied to you on midterm 1, right? We all agree. Bad Max, bad Max. I know, I feel guilty. Not terribly, but somewhat. So I'm going to give you the chance. There will be one, in addition to these questions here, 1 extra question on the final that will get you back 10 midterm 1 points, right? Final points are differently weighted than midterm points in case you're really into figuring out what your GPA is. So just to be clear, if you get this question exactly right, I will add 10 points to your midterm 1 score and not change the scale, all right? If you get this question marginally wrong, you get 0 points. So this is an all or nothing 10 points question. Well, that's unfair. No, it isn't, all right? For reasons you will realize later. Finally, so that's the final exam material. Any questions? Bart? You can assume that, and we will test your assumption on the final day. But chances are probably yes. But the long answer questions are usually 20 points, right? I'm not going to make you work twice as hard for 10 points, but I'm going to give you a little bit of challenge in the sense that you're going to have to get it exactly right? So it'll be shorter than a long answer question, but in the style of a long answer question. So a long answer questions usually have parts A, B, C, and D. So it'll be a long answer question with parts A and B probably, or something like that. All right? Comes from material that I've talked about in class. Any questions about the final exam? We're good? Same rules apply. Pencils, straight edge, all that good stuff. Here comes the question for you. I don't want to lie to you again and then have you walk off in the summer and have to wait until September to yell at me. Did I make any promises? Did I say anything wasn't going to be on the final? Yes. Did I? Fine. Okay. No substitution effects on the final. Even if I didn't say that, that was a good one to call out because everybody hates substitution effects. Fair enough. Say anything else? I'm going to listen to my hours of lecture and see if I said that. I said it in office hours. Fair enough. Those are on tape. You're really smart. You should totally go to law school. I'll write you a good recommendation for it. I'm joking. You should do whatever you want to do. Anything else? Going once? Going twice? Going for the... Yeah?
I think the last lecture there was a graph on public goods.
Yeah.
So we wouldn't have to do welfare tables for it.
That is true. So no welfare tables for public goods. No substitution effects, no welfare stuff for public goods. Going once, going twice, and we're locked in. All right? For those of you who are listening online, tough luck. I can't hear you. This is a one-way thing. Okay. So you love us. I know it. Because you come to office hours now, which I'm very happy about. So we want you to have a pleasant end of semester experience. In case you miss us too much, right? You can come see us again. So if you want to see me, I'm going to hold office hours on Wednesday, the 7th of May from 1 to 3 in 236 Genie. I'm going to post all of this on BSpace. The lecture on 5/8 during RR, whatever that week is called, that robs me of 2 lectures. There's going to be a review session here, so 1 week from today. I've also reserved a classroom for Tuesday. I have to go to Iowa. I've never been. It'll be exciting. If you would like to come here and sit with similar-minded people and talk about economics, the classroom is available. So feel free to come here and take that as a 1.5-hour study period if you wish. It's just a room in case you don't have any people to study with, so you can run into some econ people. I assume the room's going to be empty. If it's not, everybody who shows up gets a Snickers bar from me. How's that? Or some organic version of whatever a Snickers bar is. All right. Thursday, 5/8, 2 to 4. I'm going to hold office hours again in 236 Giannini. And then the most crowded office hours in anyone's lifetime are going to be the ones right before the final Monday, 12th of May, 9:30 to 11. If you have stuff you don't understand, don't wait until then. Some of you may have finals during that time. I'm sorry, I can't help it. All right? Question? This is AM. Yeah, I don't want to see you at 11 p.m. at my house. Thank you. Thanks. That would have been bad. All right. Fiona, Friday, 2nd of May, that being tomorrow, 10 to 11. On the 9th, she's going to do 10 to noon and 10 to noon.
That should be 10 to noon, 2 to 4, and 2 to 3, and 2 to 6.
Thank you. All right. I'm glad I'm so exact. 2 to 3 p.m. You know why they kicked me out of Bavaria now. You cannot even get the office hours straight to York. Go to California. Okay. In 236? Yeah. All right. Thank you, Fiona. All right. Dan, on 5/7 from 5 to 7. Yes?
You said that the Monday office hours on previous slide was just before the final. The final is still Thursday, right? It's just
The last office hours before the final, right? That's what I'm trying to say. So that's Fiona. Dan, 5/7 from 5 to 7. And Walter is doing 8th of May from 3 to 5. Walter, did I get it wrong?
I don't think so, but that was Thursday before.
There's an hour overlap. Ah. Hold on one second. You know how much time I spent on this thing? No. Are you sure? All right. Thank you, Walter. All right. 4 to 6. I apologize. I try and I fail. All right, but that gets you something like 17 hours of being able to ask questions about the final, which I think is a sufficient amount of time, right? That's it. That's all I got. Yes. What's going to be the curve, Max? That's I can't say friggin'. I can say flippant generous curve. All right. 86 for an A minus. You're welcome. All right. 72 for the B minus. And in order to pass, you've got to get 53 points. All right. This happens to be the exact same curve as last year. And you know what the GPA was last year because that's how I started this whole lecture. This is your worst case scenario. If you guys tank the final, the curve gets more generous. If you do really well, yay. Right. Fantastic. But that's the curve. I will put that on BSpace too. Okay. So what you need to do is one thing. You need to stay calm, all right? I know there's at least 2 dozen people here who email me all the time and come to office hours and are totally panicked. You know, I'm currently at sort of either borderline failing or a B minus, and I need to get an A. So I need to get 110 points on the final. If you focus on that, you're never going to make it. However, if you focus on taking the massive amounts of problems that I've given you on old final exams and not looking at the answers and try and solve them until you've got your best shot, even after several rounds that you think you got it right, and then look at the answer and then realize that you got it wrong, and then try and understand why you got it wrong and do it again, you'll do fine on the final, right? There's no use in focusing on points. It's all about performance in terms of the ability to actually solve these tricky problems that Max writes, right? I don't know how athletes do it. There's a lot in the room, but I don't know if a sense of panic about the finish line is a good way to train for a competition. Probably not, right? So same thing goes for this stuff. The other thing I would ask you is all the grades are up for all quizzes, midterms, and so on BSpace. There's one person that sent me an email with a mistake yesterday that I have to fix today on a midterm grade, but other than that, they're correct. So if anything on there is not right, please do let me know. If you really like me and want to spare me an email and you want to say this chord was not graded correctly, here's a scan of my midterm, so I can just quickly take a look at it and ask more clarifying questions if I need to. That would be even greater. All right? So come see us, stay calm, check that your grades are recorded correctly, and that's about it. Are there any other questions before we get to the fun part? Yes. This is the overall grade. This is the overall curve for the course, right? So figure out what your average is in percent points, and you will know where you are now. So this is not the final exam curve. That's a good clarification here. This is the curve for the course, right? So here I've taken 0.25 times midterm 1 grade out of 100, plus 0.25 times midterm 2 grade out of 100, plus 0.15 out of your quiz grades out of 100. So the maximum number of points you get out of that calculation is 65. Divide that by 65 times 100, and you get where you are on the scale here. Nobody got this except for Walter and Fiona, but that's how I did this. I'm happy to put that calculation on the slide when I post it too. All right, more questions. Okay, so what we do in this last lecture is I want to show you a couple of examples of why this stuff works, and not just in sort of abstract settings where we're thinking about, manufacturing of solar panels in China or manufacturing of race cars somewhere in Britain, but this actually works in the classroom. This material works in the real world, sometimes better than at other times, and I just want to show you that the predictions that we've gotten out of some of our models actually come out of your behavior. So I'm going to basically throw a ridiculous amount of chocolate at you and make you realize that this stuff kind of works, right? It doesn't always work perfectly, but on average, it does work pretty well. So sit back, relax. You're not going to be tested on this. I have 5 things I want to do, and then we've got to do evaluations too. You've hopefully evaluated your GSIs by now, right? So these guys have been evaluated. They're great. Which one do I want to do first? This is a good one. All right, you ready? This one involves no chocolate. Boo. So let's talk about inefficiency, right? I think we all realize that Max really, really cares about efficiency, meaning do we get the welfare maximizing outcome in many situations that we face as a species, right? So is the market for widgets, the market for chocolate chip brownies, the market for ice cream, does it result in an efficient outcome? So I'm going to give you an example of something that generally screams inefficiency to me every single year. For me twice, because we celebrate Christmas and Hanukkah in our house. My kid is very lucky. He gets a lot of presents towards the end of the year. It's kind of awesome. But what I'm going to hand out is I'm going to hand out a little sheet of paper here. And on top here, it says, value of gifts received for last religious holiday that involves presents. All right? So if you got presents for whatever religious holiday, if you don't celebrate any religious holidays, last time you got a present, use your birthday. Okay? So think about what roughly the market value of the presents was that you got. And then underneath here it says, how much would you have sold those gifts for the next day if you could, and the person giving them to you would not know. All right? So just write down what's the market value of the presents you got, and then write down, if somebody walked up to you and said, ooh, I like that, just write down your honest willingness to accept for that present. All right? So I'm going to hand out a couple of these. If you don't want to play this game, you don't have to, because I didn't apply for human subjects approval for these experiments. So you can opt out. There's no fine for opting out. And of course, some people get more presents, others get fewer. Don't write your name on it, because that definitely violates university rules. Here you go. I should probably not tape that I'm violating university rules currently. Here you go. Here you go. There you go. How are you? Write it on here because then it's easier to grade. Do you want one? Oh, you got one. There you go. You want some more? There's one. There's one. Do you guys have enough? Oh yeah, I'll take some more. Thank you. Maybe. I'm not getting them, so why don't you write me a note? Because that definitely works. Does that work? On paper. You got it. You got it. Do you need more? Here. Here you go. There you go. How do you have iMessage on a non-Mac? How do you have iMessage on a non-Mac? Oh, it is? Oh, with a keyboard. I got it. Ah, that's cool. So what stock market tickers do you look at? Do you follow your current? Okay. All right. Yeah, you need one? It can be in euros. We can do the conversion. I'm an economist. Come on. I can convert currencies. Okay, you fill it out? Would you mind passing it to this side? and then we're going to collect them. And then I'm going to make the GSIs work. I'm sorry. You shouldn't have. You'll get chocolate out of it, though. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. These people all have higher numbers, so they'll sell it for more than,
That's surprising.
well, it's probably,
Are they just
there's some value.
consultant type?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like 800 million.
All right. Can you put them in a pile? The people who want to sell for more versus the people who want to sell for less? Just 50-50? Thank you. And I meant please, of course. All right. While we tally these up, while we tally these up, I want to take you up on something that a couple of you said that was, I thought, kind of arrogant. All right? All right. Who here thinks that they have a palate? Okay, come on up. Anybody else? That's all right. Okay, so you can distinguish between these four bottled waters. Okay, so you can't look right now because I'm going to pour you four little cups. Don't look. Don't look. If you're looking, you can, of course, tell which one is which. Your friends can't tell you, right? You're not telling her which ones. Okay, good. All right. I'm ready. Come on up. All right. You can taste them all a little bit.
Are you gonna remember?
Which one is which? I know which one is which.
I just will tell you which one's your
Okay.
Okay.
So you'll tell me which one's Arrowhead.
Okay, well, let me taste them all first.
All right. Here. Yeah. You can taste them again.
It's this one.
That's Arrowhead? You sure?
Okay, give me another shot.
No. Okay. So you know you're wrong. You know you're wrong on that one. I was so excited. Everything's soaked up here. I'm so excited right now.
Are you sure Don's my gut? It's this one.
You're right. You're right. You're right. Okay. All right. Okay. Excellent. Here, get some for Roy. Thank you. All right. That was good. Anybody else? I'll let you pick the two types of water. Okay. Come on up. So which two do you want to distinguish between? So we have Fiji, Arrowhead, Aquafina, and Dasani. Okay. May I ask you to turn around, please? Nobody. So Aquafina and Fiji. All right. Okay, come on up. It's also a little bit unfair because I have these recyclable paper cups here. You're right. All right. 50-50 chance here. Take some chocolate.
Thank you.
There you go. 3. All right, that was pretty good. Anybody else want to take the four challenge? Come on down. Okay, thank you. Dasani and Arrowhead. Do you need some chocolate to cleanse your palate? Or to show me that I'm wrong. Okay. Hold on 1 more minute here. All right, step on up. What's your name?
Andrew.
Andrew Max.